Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. Before I get too far ahead of myself, the two images that you guys are seeing right now that it's kind of, rotating back and forth between is, yes, it's on Mayhem 4. No, it is not Mayhem 4 with Mayhem 2.0 and Revenge of the Cartel update out yet. This is before all that crap that got added and basically ruined loot drops. This is the whole video, guys. I go in explaining it, and I just wanted to kind of give you guys a reference of what old Mayhem 4, our old end game, used to look like to in this video. What you guys are about to see, what end game looks like in the final boss fight in the Wonton raid, and it's a game changer, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Stick around for it until to the end, because I do talk about how I wanted to make it about a 4 to 5 minute video, but sadly that doesn't go my way. So I hope you guys enjoy. And as you guys can see, we are in the lovely Wonton raid. We've been going through this just to see how shitty the loot drop is in this raid. Now, let me just... I don't have gameplay. I completely forgot to record the gameplay. But this isn't going to be a long video. Maybe 4 or 5 minutes tops, hopefully. But in this area is where I killed the brain. Now, through this whole boss fight, I was making sure all the ads would spawn, like the robots with the scythes, the smaller wonton mech enemies. And I seriously did not get a single drop from them. Now, there's some times where I was getting drop from them, but I'm seriously getting like the monocle Dastardly Maggie, which isn't too bad, but I'm seeing the same weapons over and over again. And to show you guys this, I have yet to get a redistributor. I don't even care if it's anointed right now. I just want to see one at Mayhem level 10. And it just, for me, it just feels like it's not in the game at all. I mean, I've gone through this 22 times. 22 times. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the runs weren't perfect, so I didn't get all the ads to spawn. But for the most part, I would say about half the times I ran through this, I was getting some of the ads to spawn. Now, running through this DLC, or not DLC, the raid, as you guys can see, my backpack is sitting at 26 out of 40 items. This means I probably only picked up 20 items, and this wasn't even from, like, I maybe picked up like one weapon. I think it was actually this Cutsman with the action skill is active, weapon damage is increased by 200% from an actual enemy. And it's just ridiculous with the spawn, like the loot drop system in this, man. I mean, 22 times and I didn't get a goddamn thing. Now, just going over real quick, because I kind of remembered every enemy I killed. So all the wonton mechs that I killed didn't drop a single thing other than the brain over there, and the floating head was over there. All these were from the badass mech dogs. Not a single one from one of the smaller wonton mechs. I don't know what the name is. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I honestly, this was my last time, because I was gonna stop farming for this for a while and post this video and kind of get your guys' thoughts on this. The loot drops just suck, guys. I mean, I can't do it. It's kind of drained me a little bit, because it's kind of keeping me away from kind of seeing like I have yet to, I don't think anyone else has gotten a redistributor. Maybe on Mayhem 6 or 7, but I don't know if anyone's gotten it on Mayhem 10 yet. And I know people have been running through the raid. Now, just looking at my equipment, nothing too fancy. Obviously, the OBQ system with a Sentinel active is just really overpowered. As you can see, the Cutsmans, This anointed doesn't even work for me, but I have it anyways for my Moes, and a corrosive one that does a little 75% extra damage to bosses, which isn't too bad. And then also the yellow cake, which practically does nothing for me. So I've been running through this practically with basically one optimized gear, and then obviously with my Scene Dead and Transformer. But other than that, oh, and uh, the Fish Slap and the Ineffable Knowledge, all that stuff combined together just keeps you alive and keeps probably gives you the best damage output. Now, obviously, two one thing that has been bothering me with Mayhem 10, well, Mayhem 4 to Mayhem 10, is the I thought we were gonna get like actual class mods for Mayhem 10 to like maybe not too crazy. Where like the 25. I think some people can get like up to like 28% weapon damage. I don't know the exact percentages, but I mean I was expecting to try seeing like if I could get like a. And now I get also too. This is a level 50 class mod, but it's so good, especially with the SMG and weapon damage. Dull damage really doesn't matter. But it's just so good. So I'll probably farm for one later. And I was farming for one, but I didn't see a huge difference in the actual weapon damage bonuses and SMG damage bonuses between the two drops. Like it was honestly kind of sad that I think this is actually a Mayhem. It would have been the first DLC, so level 53 class mod for Mayhem 4 drop, or level 50 dropped in the DLC, and it's better than a Mayhem 10 DLC class mod. So that's just really weird to me. Honestly, it seems like I don't know what the thought process was with all this stuff. Two, also would be really great, like I said, to actually know that what weapons you are picking up is actually for Mayhem 10, because there are just sometimes where I will see a weapon on the ground and it's like that's definitely a Mayhem 4 weapon, which I went over that in the previous video. But it's the little things that count when it comes to uh, Borderlands in general, and I think they really touched on it in Borderlands 2, and they just completely threw out the script in this game. So hopefully they can get on this within the next week or so. Um, Also with some boss glitches, I actually ran into a lot more. Wonton actually glitched on me one time, and I was trying to duplicate what I did last time, and it was just a bug where he just kept standing there, and all the ads also that were spawned on me like were just stuck, and I could just kill them all, and I still didn't get a single drop. Now, mind you, I did this 25, I haven't slept yet. But 20, 25 times, somewhere around there. And I got one Kayaba. Not anointed, which I did just drop it because honestly I was just pissed about that it was like my 15th try. And now I do have the Vens of the Cartels off because honestly with with it on right now, I don't get enough ammo to go through these mobs. Like, I'm running a really overpowered assault rifle and honestly like more boss SMGs. Now with Zane, obviously I would like a hyper focus, possibly with radiation and cryo damage would be perfect, just a substitute for a redistributor right now. But just all those mobs are just pointless, and I tried it with the cartel. I think I beat it about 10 times with the cartel, and still no weapon drops. So I don't know what the deal is with this right now, guys, but it is just sad because when we go over to the Mayhem modifiers, let's just go to 4 real quick. So 4, about 750% drop rate. It was good. I actually really enjoyed the way Mayhem 4 was actually dropping the weapons after Mayhem 4 came out within the week or so, which I'm sure it'll be the same thing as Mayhem 10. But why do we keep repeating the same process every update? Like, I mean, some of this shit should be tested before, like, I personally, guys, I don't like making these videos, and I'm not doing these videos to bash Borderlands in any way or Gearbox. It's just informant, and as a community, like, we just need to say something to them, like, hey, like, what's your guys' thought process here? Now, don't get me wrong, I love how they do the roadmaps and everything, and I love how I know what's coming, but with this game and a lot of other games, I mean, don't get me wrong, this game, you can't compare the game to like Anthem and stuff. Like Anthem just had a terrible end game. This game has a beautiful end game, and the loot system could be perfect, but not. But yeah, guys, that's practically all I wanted to say. Now there were a few more different bugs and stuff that were a little minor that I really wouldn't really talk about. Really didn't feel like I needed to share. But before we leave, there is one thing that really makes me mad is with the OPQ. It's an amazing assault rifle. But the thing is, if you are shooting an enemy up close and the splash shock damage hits you, because it does 200k, it instant downs you. But see, that's the thing. It's shock damage. It's an explosive shock damage. So shouldn't my transformer, which converts 100% of shock damage into shield, be converting that damage to my shield instead of instant downing me? I mean, it's just small little details like that that really gets me going. Now, I did see that they finally did fix the lightning on the ground, which I think that might have been in Mayhem 4, but I don't really remember them having it there. So, yeah, guys, that is practically it. Like I said, I didn't want to make this video long, but I'm already sitting at 12 minutes. Holy shit. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments on like what's bothering you about about it. I mean, even like what do you guys love about the update? Now, I love how we got a lot more legendaries, but sadly we can't farm for them. Or I mean, you can farm for them. Like the Sandhawk seems like it has a pretty high drop rate. There's a few weapons that have a really high drop rate, but like when I was doing Kilovolt and a few other bosses, I wasn't getting a goddamn thing. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this whole Mayhem 2.0, the cartel. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. If you guys did enjoy this, as always, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.